want to welcome you to the December 4th episode of Laid Back History's 2023 Advent Calendar. And what we're looking at today is right over here, actually. This is something that's in my care at the moment. It actually belongs to Chris Marshman. If you know Chris, he used to work up at the park. He's done a lot for the Historical Society, does a lot to help support us and volunteer for us. And he came across this bottle and put it in my care for the moment. So it sits here in one of my workplaces. I've got some stuff set up, and it's in there, well taken care of. And what it is a bottle from the Sam Thompson Distilling Company. It's Sam Thompson Old Monongahela Pure Rye Whiskey, bottled in bond at the distillery, distilled by Thompson Distillery, West Brownsville, PA. So this is a distillery that started. Well, there's a couple stories about this distillery, actually, Sam Thompson. So it is the main story. 1844. Samuel Thompson is actually owed some money from a gentleman, and the gentleman can't pay him. So rather than not getting paid at all, he takes this gentleman's distillery. He really doesn't want to make whiskey, from what I understand, but a friend of his convinces him that he can make good whiskey, and so they begin distilling, and they make old Monongahela Pure Rye whiskey, and so that would run in West Brownsville for quite a while. So in Brownsville, you'll find, across the river, you'll find the Thomas Thompson Mansion. That would be Samuel Thompson's son. And that house sat directly across the river from where the distillery was. But they had several warehouses, one of them being near Lock 5, where the Army Corps of Engineers, where their building was. And there's a building there still now that if you look, you can just barely make out what looks to be Sam Thompson Distillery. It's like a ghost painting on there that you can just barely make it out. But Sam Thompson runs through Prohibition. In fact, during Prohibition, they were able to get a waiver to sell it for medicinal purposes. Then afterwards, you'll see the company sold off. It's Shenley that ends up buying it, and they begin bottling Sam Thompson in Aladdin, PA, I believe is where it was. And then eventually you see the brand going out altogether. I believe the brand may be owned by Jim Beam Brands now, but I'm not entirely sure about that. I should have looked that up before I jumped on here. But at any rate, Sam Thompson whiskey. Now, I said there was another story about where it may have began. So definitely began in Brownsville. But there is also some evidence out there that Sam Thompson's father might have actually been distilling during the Whiskey Rebellion down at a place called Kinder's Mill. And Kinder's Mill still stands today. It's in Deemston, PA. And that mill still stands today. And there's some evidence that his father might have been distilling down there during the Whiskey Rebellion. During the rebellion, actually, at the end of it, several people took their oath of allegiance at Kinder's Mill. And again, beautiful old mill. You can drive by it today. Absolutely gorgeous. I was lucky enough. Brian Cunning and myself, many years ago, got a chance to go down there and get in the mill. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But at any rate, so Sam Thompson whiskey, a traditional Western Pennsylvania rye whiskey, Old Monongahela rye, that, as I said, it was made up past Prohibition, probably into the 50s and 60s. I believe it was still being made, just not under Sam Thompson, but the label itself was. So thank you to Chris for letting me hang on to this. I will put it back where it belongs in its place of honor. I don't know. Is my workshop a place of honor? Who knows? But at any rate, so there you go. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Laid Back History's 2023 Advent Calendar.